So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the choices between Florenzi and Hummels and which one you should probably take considering your team. Now, what we do in this video is we break them down statistically, compare them to other players, and then have a decision after all. Now, your decision will be slightly different to mine. We'll also claim which one I'm going to take in this video. So as you can see here, if we jump over with Florenzi first, on to Footbin, you can see here he's got very, very good rounded stats. Every single stat is at least 85 rated or higher in terms of overall face value. All of these cards are going to be 5-star, 5-star, and we are going to be looking at some of the playstyles. So he has got Relentless, Quick Step, he's got Technical Bruiser, Intercept Block, Jockey Plus, and of course Whip Pass Plus. Now, in terms of Florenzi, when you come down to his height, you can see here he's 5'8" and 173 centimeters. He's quite small, but height doesn't seem to be anywhere near as important in this year, especially for fullbacks, left back or right back, compared to others. Now, he can play left back, right back, and centre mid. And you can see there he's actually got pretty good roles when it comes to that. Box to box is good for a centre mid. Not amazing, but still pretty useful. False back, wing back, etc. So he's got very, very similar to other players. Now, if we were to add, for example, a chem style onto him, the only thing I don't like about him personally is he's either controlled or he's controlled explosive. For me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of that. But if we were to put something like a shadow on him, you can see here he's a 93 rated left back and right back. He's a 92 centre back, a 92 CDM, and a 90 centre mid. Now, when it comes to chem styles, of course, it depends which position you want to play him in. Do you want to play him in left back, right back, or centre mid? Now, if you're going left back or right back, I think Shadow is quite a clear choice just because it maximises the pace and maximises defending, right? In terms of strength and the physical stats overall, he's in a pretty good place. Considering his height and his body type, bearing in mind that his body type is probably going to be average. I don't know about clicking on the card, which I'll have a look in a minute. But that's just something you have to consider. Now, as a centre mid, you may want to mix this up slightly. I don't think Shadow's a terrible choice, but I'm probably looking at maybe like a Hawk to maximise that finishing a little bit more if you get him in that situation. Because his slide tackle, stand tackle is already in that 89, 85, his interceptions are at 90. I don't think it really matters too much when it comes to centre mid with those stats. You kind of want to boost up other ones. Now, of course, we could have a look at a Hunter. Hunter's going to make him an 89 centre mid. A Hawk is going to make him a 90. So you are kind of just playing around with one or two stats here. And then if we were to compare him to similar cards that are from the league and same positions, you'll see here we've got Trent, who I personally think is one of the best cards in the game, especially at centre mid DM. We've got Mycon, and if you have the other version of Mycon that was part of the objective, the cup where you had to win, I think, X amount 30 games out of 34, then yeah, you probably don't want Florenzi. But you can see here, some of these players are relatively cheap to get now. McManam's had hundreds of Evos you can go in. Trent is a fantastic example. The fact that Hattenborg's still here, I know they're not in the same league as Serie A, but still, even Doherty, it came out as an SBC, is very, very similar when it comes to stats. So that's my issue with him in particular. Now, if we go back to the FC25 screen, we've got ourselves Hummels. Now, Hummels is an interesting player because centre-backs in the Serie A are already very good. We've got so many good choices, not including the special cards that are out at the moment, just the base cards. Tomore is a fantastic card. Now, I know we're a little bit past that in terms of power curve, but if we have a look at what Hummels has, you can see here, Aerial Plus, Intercept Plus, Long Ball, Jockey, Anticipate, Slide Tackle, and Trivela. So he's got a good choice of playstyles. Trivela, not so much, but the other ones are pretty good. And you can see here, he can only play centre-back. He can't play any other position, and he's plus on all of them. So in terms of defending and centre-back-wise, he's very, very good at that. Tall and stocky is his body type, which isn't terrible for a centre-back, but he will be lacking a little bit in pace. Even though his pace is high, it's just down to his body type. Now, I always recommend for personal preference, I always go for lengthy on my centre-backs. So that being said, if we were to put something like an anchor on him, you can see he's a 94 rated centre-back. Boosts up his defending to 96. He's got 98 slide tackle, 99 stand tackle, 95 interception. So in terms of the centre-back-wise, he's an absolute monster. 99 strength, really, really good statistics. Now, if you don't care about controlled lengthy, etc. like that, you could have a look at Shadow as well, obviously, even though he does come into that when it comes to this playstyle here anyway, in terms of lengthy, sorry. But you can see there, 94 centre-back, left-back, right-back, CDM. So he's not terrible. Like, I do like Hummels a lot in terms of a player. Only thing that puts me off Hummels is the abundance of centre-backs, which we'll get to in a minute. But if you were worried about his agility and balance, even over centre-back, it really, truly doesn't matter. He's still a 90 rated centre-back no matter what. So if you were just to have a basic chem style on him, he's still going to be very, very good where he is. Now, you see here, Anchor's the highest choice to go for, is the one we spoke about originally. I do think that's the best one to go for. you've got yourself an almost, I say almost because of play styles, but almost an end-tier centre-back here. Now, don't forget, between both of these two players, Florenzi and Hummels, they are both got Evo opportunities on them, right? And then if we were to compare players that are similar to Hummels, you can see here, there's a long list of players. You've got the 2 stone cards that came out a long time ago, which you can Evo now. And a lot of these FUT birthday cards. We've got ourselves Kimpembe, which is a choice. Bremer's the only reason why I'm not going to go for Hummels myself, because I've got this Bremer version here, the Anticipate and Jockey Plus. He's a really good centre-back. Like, it's really difficult to beat him. The same for Tapsoda as well. They're unreal ones as SBCs. That's kind of what puts me off a little bit of Hummels. So that being said, let's go ahead and make our decision. And let me know in the comment section down below which player you are going to take. Like, I'm going to take Florenzi for the culture from years and years ago. He was just a crazy card to get, so I'm taking Florenzi. Does he get in my team? As of right now, not really, but for objectives later on, he will. And if I could put him into centre mid, that's also really helpful. So that's going to help me out in the long run. Very, very round of stats, as you know. I think Hummels is a fantastic shout still. I think he's a really good player. But that's the person I'm going for. Like I say, let me know who you're going to go for in your one in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.